Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It's late tonight. It is 4:18 a.m. And I literally woke up like 15 minutes ago. I'm still trying to adjust my eyes. I just had to put contact solution in them because I fell asleep with my contacts in. But yeah, I just woke up. I like crashed out tonight. I honestly do not know how long I'm gonna vlog because, well, one, I have to catch up with all of my Words with Friends games, or they disqualify, I think, after 24 hours, so I have to play all of my games. But also because I can't stay up as late as I usually do because I have this Tiger King live stream that I'm doing with Mel at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow on our booktube. What is over there on that? For our book club. But anyway, yeah, I had the weirdest dream. Like, I thought the weird dreams were over. But first, I woke up. So I went to bed at like 11:30. I fell asleep at like 11:30. I think this thing is dead. This air freshener. I have some more back here. Alex and I watched RuPaul's Drag Race and we ate dinner. He had his pasta, or he had leftover pasta, and he mixed it with I think he put like some chicken, and maybe he didn't have any chicken in there, I don't know, but I think he put some chicken and like black beans, and let's see how this one smells. I think this is Ocean Breeze. What am I doing wrong with this? I don't know if I did this the right way. Oh, these are different. Have these things you add to them so you can put them on. This is so weird. Why would you do that this way? These are like cheapies. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to, it's like you have to put the thing in the back of it, I guess, so that you can put it into the, I don't know why you would do it this way. This is so strange. Usually they just come prepared. You just take them out, do them, you know? Is there, I don't have my glass. Well, I do have a pair of glasses in here, but I don't know. I'm probably doing it wrong. Doesn't matter. Anyway. It's these things. Do you know what I'm talking about? Refreshing Ocean Breeze. It says refresh me. It says it lasts for 90 days. That's such a lie. They only last for like, oh, these are sunglasses. Hold on. I wonder where I'd put those sunglasses. Hold on a second. Because I keep my sunglasses in these things. And I had noticed all my gloves in here from the store when I have to go to the store. I noticed the other day that these were gone. These were missing from the container, and I was like, "What is going on?" Anyway, let me see this really quick. Let me make sure that I did this correctly. Three. I don't know what I did here. Did you see my glasses only have one side of them? These are total crap. When oil reaches indicator line, please discard. I don't think these maybe work very well. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I think these are crap. I should save those and do a review on it and say I think they're crap. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. I went to bed. Okay, so we watched RuPaul's Drag Race, and he made the pasta, and he had his pasta with like avocado and I don't know what else he put in there. He put like mozzarella cheese and black beans, and he mixed it all up. And then I was like, I'm hungry for pasta too. So I made a bag of the same pasta that we had had the night before, and I just put butter and Parmesan cheese on it again, and it was really good. Okay, let me tell you what happened earlier tonight. It was just the weirdest thing. It's been such a weird day. It's been a good day, but it's been like a really weird day. So, Alex was like upstairs in bed, and it was like 9 o'clock. I think it was like 9, it was like right at 9 o'clock. I looked at my phone at one point, it said 9:04 when I was outside. So, I brought the dogs outside, and like 4 houses down from us, like over there, there was like a fire engine I could see. And so, but there was like a bunch of flashing lights. It wasn't just a fire engine. And so I went inside and I said, Alex, something's going on. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, well, there's like a fire engine and flashing lights over. I mean, the fire engine was flashing lights, but there was like another police car or something, I couldn't tell. And I could see a lot of people standing out there. And he was like, well, what is it? And I was like, I don't know. So I went over, I came back outside, and I like walked over, and there's like a rock over here in our neighbor's yard. And I just sat on the rock and watched, okay? It's totally like how Tanya and I were back in the day when something would be going on and we'd be driving around having our fountain pop. We would pull over, and Tanya, because she's always, what do you call it? She's always kenneled the canine cops, and so she like works with the police. And so she would pull over and she would say, you know, like, how are you guys doing? Because she knew them all. And then she'd be like, do you guys need our help? Is something going on? Whatever, like we would help them or whatever. I was always so embarrassed, but I kind of wanted to know what was going on at the same time. So anyway, oh my God, I just remember the story though, from when I was in high school. So so anyway, I stood out there for the longest time, and finally this woman like came out. There was like people down there, but I didn't want to walk all the way down, and because they were like right across from the house where it was. Oh, when I got out there, I realized it was a fire engine, an ambulance, and 4 police cars, and they were blocking off the street so you couldn't come in to the neighborhood. And I could see all these people standing out there, but I didn't want to walk up there and be like, you know, like real super nosy, even though I was being really, I mean, I was literally sitting on a rock, just like watching the whole thing happening, but people were coming out of their houses and stuff. They were there forever. And, so I kind of wanted to see if there were, because people were like really worried it was something bad. I wanted to see if there was like, sometimes on the news, because I follow the news on Twitter, they'll put if something like really bad happened. But anyway, this neighbor of mine, she came out, she's like on the corner, and she's like older, and she was like on the phone talking to the lady that's like the neighborhood, like, you know, busybody. And they were talking, she was talking real loud to her. She's like, no, I can't see. It just looks, I don't think there's an ambulance. And so I shouted over and I said, there's an ambulance. And she goes, there is? And she goes, there's an ambulance. She said to her on the phone, this is Laura's grandma that she was talking to on the phone. And she's like then she started asking me all these questions. Well, she started like walking over, and I was like, social distancing, please. Like, she wasn't at all. Not Laura's grandma. Laura's grandma was the one that she was talking to on the phone. And so she kept on like walking over, and I was kind of like, started walking back, and then I think she got it, because she kind of kept her distance, you know? She was like, I was asleep, and she was like, I woke up and I saw all the lights, and she was like, it really scared me. So she was like, I came outside, and I was like, well, it's okay. I said, there's like something going on, and so she's like, I wonder what it is. And right as it came in, there was this woman that lives in our neighborhood, and she literally walks around this neighborhood like 1,500 times a day. And she's a huge dog. She's like younger, not like young, like she's like probably younger, like in her 50s, which is like real young for this neighborhood. And she was like, I think somebody died. And I was like, what? And she goes, I think somebody died. She goes, because there was no ambulance lights. And I go, oh, that is because when they, oh, this was after they pulled off. The ambulance pulled off, and it backed into that woman's driveway, like right as this woman was walking up there. But like the police cars were still down there talking to people or whatever they were doing. I couldn't see it. It's not very far away, but it's like, literally, if I like held up the camera, you guys could see how far it was. It's like, it's those lights right there, but you can't really see it. So anyway, she was like, yeah, she's like, I don't know who moved in there. And the other one was like, yeah, I don't know who, they just moved in there like recently. And the person that lived in there before was like my uncle's really, really good friend that used to live in this neighborhood. And like 2 times ago, apparently there's been like somebody in there between. But anyway, so she was like, yeah, I don't know what happened. And we were like all standing out there talking about what happened. And I go, well, I don't think somebody died, because I saw the ambulance like back into the driveway. When they was backing out, there was like somebody sitting up that had like an oxygen mask on them, and they looked younger. They didn't look older. And nobody had any of the like, what do you call it? Like they didn't have any, I didn't see anybody that had like, you know, masks and all that kind of stuff on, like, so I don't think it was anything associated with that. But, anyway, we sit out there forever and talk, and this woman kept on speculating. She's like, well, now I was down in Judy Smith's driveway, and Judy and I were talking, and Judy and I saw the whole thing, and whatever. Totally reminded me of my mom. That's who my mom was. But anyway, and then this other couple came walking up, and we were like, do you know what happened? And they're like, no, but everybody's out in their driveway. And the guy goes, yeah, there's like 6 vehicles. And the woman goes, no, there's only 4 police officers. And she goes, I was there, I saw the whole thing. And he goes, right, 4 police officers, an ambulance, and a fire truck. She's like, yeah, 6 vehicles. Like they were like fighting over specifics. When I was in high school, one of my good friends, our parents won the lottery. And it wasn't for like $100 million or anything like that. I mean, it was a lot of money, but it wasn't like that. It was like, I think they won like $1 million in the lottery or something, a couple $100,000. But enough to get them like, you know, back to their hometown. And they bought like this house. I don't know why we would laugh about this house, but they bought this A-frame house out in the middle of nowhere, and it had this real scary cornfield next to it. But it was a small town in southern Indiana, and we would go visit her on the weekends, our friend, because her parents would let us just like smoke cigarettes and drink all weekend long, right? But and we would go into Evansville, and there were these 2 bars that, well, they weren't bars, they were under 21 clubs that we would go to, and one was called the Vic, and it was like a dance club, and the other one was called the Ross, and it was like a punk rock club, and we would go to those 2 clubs on the weekends. But under 21 clubs, do you remember those back in the day? Oh my God, we thought we were so cool. But anyway, this one night we were like driving around, and my friend was like looking for the cruise line, and I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, so we would do this, like we would get into this cruise line when we would go down there, and basically what it was you just like followed people through town, right? Like people just like got in their cars and drove around and smoked cigarettes, and they just followed each other. Like, so you would see like literally a line of like 20 cars coming through like the drive-through and stuff. It was real funny. But this is like what they did in this town, like all the like the high school kids, you know, for fun on the weekends, so we did it too. But anyway, because she moved down there her senior year. She was a senior when was she a senior when she moved down there? Yeah, because she moved back up here her freshman year, and she lived with our friends for like a year. And she lived with my friends that were twins. She lived with them and their parents, I think was that like for a year? Yeah. Would that have been then? Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was 6 months, I don't remember. But I remember during that time, like, my mom it was during like Yeah, it would have been, because it would have been like Christmas time, because my mom was working at, my mom worked one year at Macy's, and she worked in domestics, which was like towels and sheets and stuff like that. And she was next to those, what do you call it? Those dancing flowers, and they drove her crazy. She'd come home every night and she would like pour herself a drink, and she would be like, which was always the cocktails for two. It was like these martinis in a can, and she'd pour herself in this glass, and she would be like, oh, those dancing flowers are driving me crazy. I can still see my mom sitting there at the kitchen island with a cigarette in her hand and a martini in the other hand, be like, oh my God, those dancing birds are driving me crazy. So, and I remember my friend worked at Macy's too, because my mom would see her all the time. But anyway, this one time that we went down there, the whole square caught on fire. Now, you know, like I have like, I have logged like the Noblesville Square, which is close to where I live. It's kind of close to where I live, but it's closer to where Tanya lives. And so Tanya and I will like get a fountain pop, and we'll drive through the Noblesville Square. It's real pretty. It's old. It has like a big courthouse. They don't use that courthouse anymore. They use a new one across the street, but it's real pretty. It's where Tanya and I were driving that one night, and she was like, people were like out there, and her son used to do that Pokemon Go game, and she was like, all these people were in the, they were in the square, and they were like doing their phones, and she goes, oh my God, they're all playing that Pokemon Go. And Tanya rolled down her window and she went, Pikachu, Pikachu. God, that seems like so long ago. She's like, I found a Pikachu, I found a Pikachu. It was so funny. Oh my God, they got so mad. It was so funny. But anyway, do you feel like you're going delirious, just sitting at home every single day? And then I had this realization today. I was like, this is really, like, you seem like, you act like it's a big deal, but it's really not any different than your real life every single day, except for that you can't go to the casino, you can't get a fountain pop with Tanya, and you can't go to meetings. Like, those are the three things, okay? And the reality is, I can, you know, drink a Diet Pop. Did I tell you the other day that I told Tanya, I said I went out to my car to have a fountain pop and vlog? And she got so mad. She was like, you ain't got a fountain pop? And I go, no, Tanya, I just, like, I do it in the driveway. Like, I just, like, pour a Diet Coke into a glass. I'm losing it. Oh my God, I'm losing it so bad. Anyway. But this one year, it was like in the fall, because it was kind of cold outside. I remember, I don't know why this is funny. It's not funny at all, but it's just like weird the things your mind remembers, you know? So we went down there, and like the town square caught on fire, and it was like this whole one side of it. And like I remember everybody like stood out there, and we just like watched it for hours, like the town burn. Like we just watched it literally for hours. And that was the weirdest thing. Do you ever think back on your memories and they don't even really feel like you lived them anymore because it was like so long ago? Oh man. Good times. So, okay, I lay down and I have this real weird nightmare. It wasn't even a nightmare. Okay, I don't even know how to explain it, first of all. I'll tell you what I remember, but it was really, really vivid. Well, first of all, I guess we had storms tonight. Because I woke up and Boo was like crawling up my chest, which is what he does. He gets real scared. He starts shaking like crazy. I keep on needing to get him one of those thunder jackets. But anyway, he starts shaking like crazy, and then he's like crawling up my chest because he wants to get like real close to me. And so I woke up and I was like, Boo Radley, I go, it's gonna be okay, buddy. What's going on? And I go, and so Alex woke up and I said, what's going on? I said, he's acting like there's storms outside. And he goes, it's been storming all night long. And I said, has it really? And he goes, you haven't heard it? And I go, no, I've been totally asleep, dead of the world. So, where does the dream start? Okay, Alex and I were at home, but it wasn't our home. It was like, it was like a hotel room, and it was like in like a 50s hotel room. Do you know what I mean? But there was like this old couch that was like this couch that like my grandma used to call her Davenport, and it almost kind of had like this weird material on it. And then there was like a bed, and the lighting was all like, and like the bed was turned over. It was like, you know, like made and like turned over on the edges, like white sheets and stuff. And then there was like a bathroom in the corner, and there was like it was all low lit. And we were talking about something to do with West Hollywood, and Sarah was on the phone, and I said, you can't go there anymore. Sarah used to live in Los Angeles, West Hollywood area. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I like had this map, and it was like the Steak and Shake menu, but like on the back was like this like map. And I said, this is secret. They sent this to me. And she was like, well, what is it? And I was showing it to her and Alex. And it was like West Hollywood and then going like north. Like, and in my head it made sense to me, but like I've been to that area, but I wouldn't know it on a map. You know what I mean? And it was like this whole neighborhood. But I said, and Alex was like, well, so, cause like maybe in the dream we lived there or something. I don't know, but I said, we can't go there anymore. And there was like all of these dots on this map. And I said, which is very much like, you know, these maps that you see on the news recently. But in my dream, I knew it was zombies, which is weird because I haven't been like watching or reading anything zombies lately. I did finish The Good Place last night though. I finished The Good Place, and the next season doesn't come out until I think August. It said like August, the end of August sometime. Probably around my anniversary. So, and the Hulu, it has like the last 4 episodes. It doesn't have the first, or I would watch it on Hulu. But anyway, so then she was like, in the dream, Sarah said there was something that she needed to do. And I was like, well, you're not supposed to do that. And then Alex was like, I can't believe it is, what should we do? It's like a Saturday night. And like, I can't believe we don't have any plans or something like that. And he was like laying on the couch. And Sarah was like, it was like weird. It was like on the phone, but it was like we could see her, but it was like on this big screen, you know? Like she was sitting there, like a holograph kind of thing. And he goes, I guess we should probably just stay in. And then all of a sudden, I was like, I walked into the bathroom. Do you know like when you like walk into a room in a dream, it becomes like a different thing? So like I walked into the bathroom. I was like, oh, no. We had decided we were going to go and like get something to eat or whatever. And there was only like certain areas that we could go on this map. And so we decided that we were going to go get something to eat. And I said, well, let me go get my shoes on. And I couldn't find like my socks. I kept on like missing one sock. Well, this is because like like next to my little where I keep like 3 pairs of shoes underneath my couch next to my bed, and next to it there's been like 1 black sock. I know that has to be it because I kept on seeing it in my dream, which is so weird, right? I was like, let me find my socks, which I hate wearing socks anyway. I always just wear Birkenstock sandals, like always when I can. So then all of a sudden, I was in, like, Alex had rented a party bus, but there was, like, a bunch of people, and he had to move us from one school to another. It was really weird, and he was like, I have to move you from one school, we have to move everybody from one school to the next because of the zombies. Like, I knew in my dream that there was, like, zombies. But he wasn't saying, like, zombies. He was calling them something else. I don't know. So, like, I could never fit on this party bus. And so, I was staying back in, just, like, office. And I was, like, all of a sudden working there. And it was, like, this toll booth office. Like, it was this office on the side of the road. And then I could see out. And there was, like, toll booth. It was real weird. And, it was me and this other guy, and we were watching some movie in there, like, passing time, and I kept on saying to him, I said, is that Bradley Cooper? I think that's Bradley Cooper. And we were like, and he wouldn't talk back to me. And we were like, watch this movie. And I kept on saying, is that Bradley Cooper? And I kept on Wikipediaing it. And then through the rest of the dream, I was like stuck on my phone trying to Wikipedia if Bradley Cooper was in this movie, which is real weird because nothing that I've watched recently has Bradley Cooper in it. So I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I do like Bradley Cooper, but I don't know where that came from. So anyway, then Alex came and he got me, and I had to like ride on somebody's front, like their lap in the front seat, because this van was so packed that he kept on picking all these people up, this party barge thing, this party thing. And so he goes, I said, well, where are we going? And he goes, we're going to the butterfly garden. Well, I know where that comes from, okay? That was almost literal for my dream. Because I'm reading this book called, I started it last night after I got done vlogging. I'm listening to the book called the Butterfly Garden. It's by Dot Hutchinson, I think. Yeah. So I'm listening to that right now. So I know that's exactly where it came from. But in my mind, it was translated to the butterfly garden that they have at the Indianapolis Zoo, which my mom and I had gone to like once or twice. I remember when I took my mom there, she was like, the first time, she's like, I just thought there'd be like hundreds and hundreds of butterflies. There weren't. It was kind of hard pressed. You kind of had to look for it. You know what I mean? It was kind of hard. We just thought we'd be standing there, it'd just be like tons and tons of butterflies. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that at all. They had like different kinds of species of butterflies and things like that. But anyway, which my friend told me this book was so great. She was like, oh my God, this book is so good. She's like, if you like suspense books, like if you like that book, Kiss the Girls by James Patterson, you'll love this book. It's so good. I was like listening to it last night. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say that I would like even closely, I mean, the idea is similar to Kiss the Girls. If I remember that book correctly, I read it 30 years ago, but I don't know that, 25 years ago, maybe. I don't know that I think at all that it's the super scariest book in the world. It's just this it's this FBI agent and this girl, and they're just talking back and forth through the whole thing. But anyway, who knows? I'm literally whipping through books in like a day or two at this point, so it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be on to something else tomorrow, so. But in my dream, we were going to this butterfly garden, and I was like with these people, like we were on a tour, and I don't know why, but like in the dream, like, so then all of a sudden the butterfly garden was like encapsulated in this like glass area, but like everything else about it was a mixture of the elementary school that I went to, the junior high that I went to, and the treatment center that I worked in. Because I walked in and I was telling people, I was like, oh, this is where I used to work. And they were like, really? And I was like, yeah, my office is right over there. And it was real weird. So anyway, we were all supposed to just sit outside these like glass windows, and we were supposed to like, I don't know why this dream was just, it was weird. So anyway, and we were supposed to just examine these butterflies. And so everybody was like standing there, and I like over to the corner, I saw my ex-girlfriend from high school, and like she was sitting there with this other girl and her mom. And this girl's mom, like we were friends when I was like growing up, and she and my mom used to play tennis together. And so I talked to them for like the longest time. It was weird. And then my ex-girlfriend from high school was like asking me out on a date. She was like, if I wanted to go work out first. It was so strange. So anyway, somehow this turned into, I don't even know who this girl was, but there was some girl in my dream. And she was like trying to like, she had a bag of marshmallows, and she was trying to like stick them on my face, and she was like, and throw them at me, and they had like this burning acid inside of them. And she was like running around, and there was these tables, and everybody was standing around these tables, and they were like all completely still, like she had frozen them, and she was trying to kill me. And I was like thrashing, and I was like, in my dream, I was like like dodging her and stuff. And I already knew that there were pieces of my face that were like burnt, like, and like it was like cut, and it was like burning off because of like where the acid had hit it. And I was like, and I woke up. I was literally sweating so bad. I was like, I mean, I felt drenched. I haven't had a dream where I was like that in a long time. Like, in a long, long time. Hold on a second, it's gonna stop. If I don't stop it, this camera does this whole thing where it says, like, this camera has been stopped. It says, like, all this stuff, and then it makes me wait a second before I can start again. But anyway, I've shared this on here before, but I used to have night terrors, like horrible, horrible night terrors, where I literally would, my ex and Alex both have said stuff to me about it, but it's been years and years and years and years. I don't remember, like, the last time I had one. But I would be like, "Ooh," in my sleep. Like, it would really scare whoever I was sleeping next to, because it sounded like a ghoul, you know? Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it would be like, I'd be like doing that in my sleep. And I would have these horrible, 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 I mean, like, so far past a nightmare, it's called a night terror, and you, like, sweat the bed. It's like, literally, you sweat the bed from, like, head to toe, and, like, you were running in your dream. And tonight I was real sweaty, but it wasn't like that. And when I woke up, it was funny because, like, Boo Radley was, like, laying, like, right on me. And he's real perceptive of me, you know? Like, I'm such a big believer in the whole idea of, like, do you know, like, what's it called? Oh, shoot. I read about it, actually. This is going to sound so stupid. But I read about it in New Moon, which was, hold on a second. I read about it on New Moon in the Twilight series with Jacob. And then I, like, looked it up, and it's true. Hold on a second, that's not what I wanted to look on. Hold on a second. But it was this whole idea that certain animals, like, they attach to you spiritually, like, as soon as they, like, meet you. That was an idea in that book. Well, Boo Radley definitely attached to me, and, like, Tucker attached to Alex. Although it's really weird, like, right now, like, Boo Radley is following Alex 24 hours a day, and Tucker is, like giving me tons and tons of attention. So, I don't know, maybe right now it's a little bit different, but I think they're confused because Alex is there all the time. Although, these dogs do nothing but sleep. I said that to Alex tonight when we were watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I was like, these dogs do nothing but sleep lately. And he was like, isn't it wonderful? I wish I had that life. I go, oh, well, you do right now. You know? So, like, that's how they were on us, so, like, when, like, I picked up Boo out of that thing, and then Alex picked up Tucker, and then we took them home, and we named them each, and whatever, it's just always been like that, you know? They're so cute together, like, especially, like, right now, they're literally, like, it was even, like, when they come outside, they, like, Tucker always has to go first. Well, so the wolf pack was, Pee-Pee was the alpha, and then, it was Tucker, and then Boo. And to this day, like, Boo Radley can be the first one to the door, but he waits and lets Tucker out first. And they go in the same way, too. And, they're just really, really sweet together. And they're just, like, they walk everywhere together, and they sleep curled up next to each other now. Like, they hadn't done that. Like, they did do that when they were puppies, and they've done it off and on through the years and stuff like that. But I would say, like, when Pee-Pee was alive, they didn't do it as much, because Tucker would stay up all night long and talk, like, and play with Pee-Pee. I wasn't saying talk to Pee-Pee, but he would stay up all night long and play with Pee-Pee. But now, Tucker's going, like, right to sleep. Like, he comes upstairs, he doesn't really play or anything. And he goes right to sleep. I wonder if they miss him, or if they really even realize that he's gone. I'm sure they don't anymore, you know? It's funny, though, because, like, if Alex and I are talking about Pee-Pee, or I'll say something about Pee-Pee, like, Tucker will turn his head and, like, look up. And sometimes Boo does too, but mostly it's just Tucker. Like, I can say something about like, oh, like something about pee-pee, and Tucker will be like he looks up his head. And we were in bed, I don't know when this was, like 2 weeks ago or something, and Alex said something about pee-pee, but he like raised his like voice, and Tucker like turned and looked at the end of the bed, like he was like looking to see if he was like down there. So I don't know, like I wonder, he probably does. It's so sad. I miss that little guy so much. I had that messed up dream the other night with pee-pee in it, and it's just like been lingering in my head ever since. I'm so tired tonight. I am so tired tonight. But I know when I get off here, I'll be like wide awake. We're doing the book club live stream. Did I already say this? I think I did. For Tiger King tomorrow. So that'll be exciting. That'll be something fun to do. What else? Oh, so I talked about this on my vlog yesterday, but we ordered stuff from Amazon Fresh. So I went inside last night and like I was watching The Good Place because I had like 2.5 episodes left of it to watch, and at like 5:30 or something, I like got like these 3 calls in a row, and I was like, who is calling me? And so I didn't answer the phone, right? So finally, on the 3rd time that they called, because it was all within like 5 minutes, I answered, and I was like, hello? Because Alex was just like upstairs. I was like, who's calling? And they were like, this is Amazon. We're calling because we're having a hard time getting in the back gate. And so I had to explain all that to them. And so anyway, then they came, and I kept on looking out the front window, and I didn't see them, right? And I was like, where are they at? Like, I couldn't see them, and I couldn't see them, I couldn't see them. So finally, I just, like, turned back, and I watched it into my episode, and when I went outside, there was literally, like, 6 bags out there. And I thought it would come in a box, but it was, like, grocery bags. And they, like, have, like, these stickers on them, like, with your name and stuff on them, you know? But I got 6 bags of potato chips, and I couldn't believe that I could get on there and get it the very next day. I was just blown away. And everybody was telling me, like, in the comment section, they were like, don't use Amazon Prime because they, like, you know, price gouge. I was like, I thought their stuff was actually pretty cheap. Like, I bought a bunch of these soups, and the soups compared to what I paid for the exact same soups at CVS, which CVS is expensive, but I didn't find these soups anywhere else at Meijer or the grocery store, was cheaper than CVS by like a whole $1. And the potato chips were pretty cheap. I mean, compared to like the gas station or the grocery store, unless you get generic, which I'm not above doing. And then I got one of the Dean's onion dips because I wanted to try that because somebody had recommended that to me. And then what else did I get? I think that's about it. Alex got avocados. He got a whole bunch of avocados. And I said to him, I said, well, how are they? And he goes, they're great. It's great produce. He said they're just not like, he goes, they're really green right now. I want them to be a little bit, you know, not as hard. And so, and he got cheese and some other stuff. So, I mean, you can get, and there's orange juice, milk on there. They have toilet paper on there. I'm not sure toilet paper is available on there. Like, if you can get it, like, it did say on there that some of the items were, like, they were out of, oh, I got peanut butter, too. I got honey peanut butter crunch, because I wanted, like, crunchy peanut butter. I was having flashbacks to a kid when I loved peanut butter. Like, crunchy peanut butter. What else did Alex get? I think he got some cookies, actually. Although we have 2 things of Costco's chocolate chip cookies. The time before that we got them, like, we went through them, like, in 2 days. This time we haven't really been eating them that much. So I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, I was surprised at how easy it came. And I got a bunch of stuff for, like, $40-some. I was really surprised. Tipped them well. And, yeah, that was it. Super easy. And then somebody had recommended to me for my feet that I get this baby peel mask. So I got online and I was gonna like order it from Amazon, but it's like $23 or something like that, or I don't know how much, something like 20 something for like one of them for the original baby peel brand. So I was gonna get it, but then I had ordered this Dr. Scholl's like thing that you like do a pedicure on your feet, you know, yourself, and it came today. Alex is like, are you gonna do a review of that? I said, am I gonna do a review having my feet on my review video? Probably not. I have this sock thing that I want to do a review of, but I want my feet to look somewhat nice before I do that, so I need a pedicure, and I can't go get a pedicure. So I have to learn how to do a pedicure on myself. I mean, I'm cutting my toenails and stuff like that, but you know, like, as far as like having, I don't wear socks, so like my feet, like, that's why I have to have pedicures on a regular basis, because the skin, you know, around the edges and stuff. Plus, I just like that chair that goes, I miss that so much. So what did we do today? We got up and, man, I could have slept all day today. And I got up and I made my coffee and I got the vlog up and I like all these vitamins I take in the morning and stuff like that. And I do like one of those emergency like packets and like water. And so I did all that, got the vlog up, got my coffee made. And then I was just like sitting there relaxing for a little bit. Of course, this is after all my, you know, meditations and all that kind of stuff. And then I took a shower because I wanted to look somewhat nice for my videos today. What's up, darling Jolie and Joe? I think I'm just gonna leave her off. It doesn't matter anyway. But my hair was like, when I woke up, it was like sticking out like that. Maybe I should just wear my hat. But anyway, so I did my hair and somebody just texted me at 5 o'clock in the morning. I like did my hair and like, you know, it was nice to kind of like get ready for the day because I haven't been doing that a whole lot. And so then I filmed videos. I filmed Peterism video, a drama video. Oh, I finished the rest of my book, so if you're interested in reading my book, the before, now, and after then, the entire book is over on my booktube channel, Peter Likes Books, and you can listen to it from start to finish. And yeah, it's over there with little inserts of me saying certain things. I actually wonder what people... I bawled my eyes out reading that today. And then Alex and I did a review. Why am I going into my email and reading my email? I don't know. But while I'm over here, I have so many emails to read, you guys. It's ridiculous. Okay, like thousands, literally. Like, no joke. Okay. Let's go in and I want to see what some people had to say about the book. I haven't read one comment on it yet. Oh, people are so sweet. Oh, people were so sweet. There's so many comments on it. People are like, I'm so sad that this book is over. I'm so sad. I loved it. I loved it. Oh, there's Sean. What'd she say? This is absolutely an amazing book. I hate that we're at the end. Love this so much, Peter. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, and then somebody said, just finished watching the review with Alex. So Alex and I reviewed those cookies, which apparently I mispronounce. The macaroon. Is it macaroon or macaroni? So many people, well, I spelled it wrong, first of all. I spelled it like macaroon, like the coconut cookies. And apparently it's M-A-C-A-R-O-N. And you know, I have to tell you what's really funny. Macaron. Macaron? Macaron, I guess that's how you pronounce it. But I had spelled it in the title of my review, macaroon. And I really didn't know. I mean, I guess I did, maybe, kind of. I don't know. Do you ever look up stuff, how to pronounce stuff? I do it all the time. And then, in my video today, I was talking about this makeup brand. Apparently, I just horribly pronounced their name. Anyway, that's why I think everybody should just be Smith & Jones. It just makes everything so much easier, doesn't it? Valerie sent me this link earlier to some slot channel. It's called, This Is How You Win on Dragon Link. Oh, they just put up this video. Oh, who is this guy? He's got, what is his name? Easy Life Slot Jackpots. Is he playing it like on a computer? I think I've watched him before. I wonder if these like slot people, like the slot community, if they're so bored sitting at home, because they can't go to the casino to record their, you know. It's literally a 10-minute video of him playing. Well, yeah, but how does he get so many bonuses? That's the question. It's just one bonus after another. Whatever. Fakes. Anyway. I never do good on this game anyway. Valerie does. Dragon Links. But we do play the lightning strike games. Those are what we play. This just makes me want to go to the casino. That's all it does. I wonder, like, some of these slot channels, like, what's the most they've ever won? They're like doing all these videos from home. Did you know that there's like all of this drama within the slot community? I mean, it's like right here 1 week ago. Are you serious? And he's calling this other like slot person out. Which I want to see what that person's doing. He's like a huge slot person. He has 244,000 subscribers. Biggest jackpot of 2019. Oh, they're all doing the Lightning Link one. I mean, he gets like 50,000 some video, or views of video. 58, 70. But is he like going to the casino right now, or is he just staying at home? He must have these pre-filmed because he's like in a slot. He's like in a casino. These must be pre-filmed. Valerie and I, one night, we saw this guy and he was filming it. She goes, why is he recording the whole thing on his phone? He was like this the whole time, recording. I said, because he probably has a slot channel. She goes, really? And I go, yeah. And there's all kinds of drama in the slot community too. She goes, like, what? And I said, don't even worry about it. I said, I don't really know what it is because I don't really know who those people are. I don't follow all those people. But anyway, I did hear that. I heard it's pretty interesting. Alex sent me all these videos today he was watching. He watched Tiny Chihuahua Struggles to Give Birth to Giant Puppy, Dr. Jeff Rocky Mountain Vet. And then he watched this one, and it was called This Guy's Addicted to Rescuing Chihuahuas, Dodo Heroes. It was so sweet. You guys, this guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he started rescuing like chihuahuas like years and years ago. And he has like the very first chihuahua that he ever, he first I think rescued like, oh no, it says in there, I thought I was going to say it. I was going to say, who's driving by so late at night, my lord? Oh, probably the paper person. They rescued pit bulls, but he didn't rescue pit bulls. He said in there, I did not know this. Did you know that next to pit bulls, that chihuahuas are the #1 dog that are euthanized because people like give them up? Did you know that? I was talking to Melissa a while ago because, you know, Melissa works with dog rescues and stuff. And I said, because I really want to get a chihuahua if we get another dog. And I was like, but I kind of want a puppy or something that's younger. But I feel bad if I don't get a dog from a rescue. You know what I mean? When there's so many dogs that are at rescues that are being euthanized, why not just get a dog from a rescue? Why would I pay to get a dog, you know? And I don't shame other people for doing that, but that's just how I feel about it, right? And I was like, but I really want a chihuahua. And you know, she was like, and I would really like to, I guess it doesn't really matter what the chihuahua looks like. But she was like, well, we can find you that in a rescue. And she's like, but it won't be like a puppy. And I was like, well, how old would it be? And she's like, a couple months. We can get you a puppy that's, you know, a couple months old, or like a dog that's a couple months old, but it won't be like a brand new puppy like 6 weeks old. And I was like, at first I was kind of sad about it because I was like, I'd love to have a little puppy and whatever. But then I was like, I could, you know, I can do that to save an animal's life, you know, like. And she was like, no, she was like, I really hope that you will think about, like, when you guys get another dog to, like, rescue it and whatever. Which I 100% would. But we're not anywhere near getting another dog, you know, like, we're just not. I probably would. I don't know right now. Maybe, like, late summer. I don't even know that Alex will be ready yet. And 2 dogs is a lot, you know, like, but 3 dogs, they just kind of took care of themselves, you know, they really, really did. They took care of themselves, and, I don't know. So I filmed those videos. I will say this, I've been thinking a lot about pee-pee lately. And, I miss that little guy so much. I like to have just, like, one good dream of pee-pee, you know? And then Alex has all these ideas that he wants to do, videos on. So, we reviewed these macarons, I guess that's how you pronounce it. It was really fun. We did that, and, he, like, every day, he, like, texts me. He's like, oh, my God, I have this idea for a video. Oh, my God, I have this idea for a video. I'm like, okay. So get ready, because you might be seeing Alex in a lot of videos. And I think he's feeling, like, real creative, but, like, not super motivated to, like, put it all together. Because he'll be like, I want to do this picture thing, and I want to do this, or I want to do that, you know? I should tell him to get a bunch of outfits, and we should, like, walk around the neighborhood, and he could do, like, a photo shoot in there, and he could, like, Photoshop all those pictures and put some pictures up, because I feel bad for him, because he's, like, I can tell he's just kind of, like, running out of stuff to do. Like, today, it was funny, because I was, like, standing in the kitchen, and I was, like, getting videos up, you know, whatever, and he had come downstairs for a little bit, And he was like, are you ready yet to do the video? And I said, no. I said, I've got like one or two more videos to film. And he said, okay. And he like walked out of the kitchen into like the living room, back into the dining room, and then like back in the kitchen. And then he was like standing there, and I said, what are you looking for? And he goes, I don't even remember. He started laughing. And I go, are you bored? And he goes, no, I'm not really bored. Like when I ask him, he will never say he's bored, right? But he's totally bored, I can tell. He was surprised that I finished The Good Place. We were just laughing all day today. It was just a really good day. I don't know what made today different than any other day, but we were just laughing and just being silly and funny. It was just a good day today, you know? I swear I saw something out of the corner of my eye. But anyway. That's been about my life today. It's super exciting, right? And I listened to some of that book, and I haven't started anything new. I'm gonna start Wentworth tonight. I'm gonna watch an episode of Wentworth, or Schitt's Creek. I don't know which one. Maybe one of each. Schitt's Creek has like 5 seasons, doesn't it? How many episodes is in each season? Alex was really... Oh my god, it's playing my music in the background. The whole time I've been vlogging, my iPod has been on. Alex was really surprised I had finished The Good Place so quick. Okay. What was I looking up? Okay. Schitt's Creek... I think it has 1 season that hasn't been on TV yet, right? It has 6 seasons total? How many seasons? Schitt's Creek. I also want to watch Ozark. 6 seasons, and I think it just ended. Final episode date, yeah, April 7th, 2020, because Alex was just watching the thing, and he was, like, crying, and... Yeah, but I'm excited about watching that. I've kind of, like, I wouldn't say that I've, like, fallen into, like, loving... I haven't, like, fallen in love with watching, like, comedies, like, sitcoms. Like, I just, like, that's not my favorite thing. Like, I love watching dramas and stuff like that. But it has been really nice to, like, have something funny and, like, lighthearted to watch every day. Like, The Good Place has been really good for that. But The Good Place also feels like it has kind of... I don't even remember how it ended, like the season ended. But it feels like it has... Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But it feels like it has, like, kind of a deeper meaning to it, which I appreciate. I like shows that make me think. I meant to look up how many episodes are in each season of Schitt's Creek. Probably 13, something like that. I hope it's not like 20. 13. And I've seen a lot of these episodes with Alex. Grace and Frankie I was going to watch first, but I think I'm going to watch that instead. Everybody's telling me this Unorthodox show is good. Yeah, but I still want to see... Oh my god, did you guys know that tomorrow... Oh, I'm watching this tonight. They just put it up, you guys. The Tiger King and I, in this after show, Joe McHale talks with Jeff, Saf, Eric, and more to get their reactions to the series, their portrayals, and their new fame. Oh my god, I am watching that tonight. I cannot believe it. You guys, I can't hardly believe it. I'm gonna have to go off this vlog real quick now. No, but it is gonna end in like a minute, so I'm gonna have to stop this in like a minute. You know what? It's so weird. Is I've lost one of my batteries. I don't know where it is. Look, I have a cough drop in here. When I was a kid, I used to love the taste of cough drops. Is that not so funny? And every year, when I was a little kid, my dad, I have like one battery in here that's charged, but I have two batteries in here, and I don't know which one is charged and which one's not. Hell's bells. But I've told this story before, but when I was a kid, we would go to Chicago. It's gonna stop, hold on. Okay. When I was a kid, we would go to, what do you call it? My dad had this work conference, surgery conference in Chicago. And it was like the third week of December. Well, not the third week, but it was like if I got out of school for Christmas break on like the 15th or something, it was always that weekend. So I would actually get out of school. Let me tell you how it worked. Let me tell you how it works. Let me look at the calendar. Okay, so like, I don't know when kids get out of for school anymore for Christmas, but if it was like the second week of December. So like this year, it's like 11th, 12th, and 13th is like the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So my dad would have his nurse come pick me up after school on Thursday, like the 10th, and then I would fly to Chicago, and I would stay there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with my dad and my stepmom. But I always had my own room. I was real excited about it. And then we would come back, we would drive back on Sunday. But when I would go to the airport, I would, and I always wore like my little trench coat, my little Gant trench coat. And I would get those Hall's cough drops, which I think is the kind that I have in here. I always keep a bag in my car, because like I'm still obsessed, yeah. This day, that makes me think of it as a kid. And so anyway, I would get like the ones that were like, you know, the solid like little bar things. And it always made me think of Christmas. I would get those at the airport, like 2 or 3 of them. And then I would take the flight to Chicago, and then my dad would come and pick me up, and we would go like get my room at the hotel, and then we would go out to dinner and stuff. And I remember some of my most favorite memories were those Chicago weekends at Christmas time, because we would just like, you know, my dad had the conference during the day, so my stepmom and I, we would like walk up and down. Well, you know, some of those had to have been before my dad and my stepmom got together. Some of them had to have been, because they started dating when I was like 10. Would I have been going up there that young with my dad? I don't remember what ages it was, but maybe not. Maybe I waited until my dad was, maybe he was dating my stepmom then. I don't know. But anyway, we would like walk around, and we would like look in stores, and it was always like snowing, you know. It was really cold. And then we would go out to eat dinner in the evenings, and we would go see like a play. And like we would see like we would do like one Christmas thing. Like we would go see like not the Nutcracker, because I didn't see that till I was older, but we would see like a Christmas Carol or something like that at like the Goodman Theater or whatever. But then my dad would always let me pick like one thing to what do you call it, like one, maybe we only did that one time, see Christmas Carol. I think we usually just went to dinner and then like walked around and stuff like that. It was always a big deal to me as a kid. Like I always wanted to go into like the horse-drawn carriages, which I would never do today because I think it's cruel to those horses. But back in the day, I was kind of obsessed with that. And then we would just like walk up and down Michigan Avenue after we ate. It was fun. I remember that. And then we would come back to the hotel, the lobby was like this huge lobby, and we would sit there and like I would get a hot chocolate and they would have like after dinner drinks and stuff, and we would just like sit there, and then we would go up to our rooms and I would watch Christmas movies and stuff on TV. And I remember like being able to see the whole city from the room and just being kind of like obsessed with it, you know, and I could see like the whole city, and it was so cool. And I always thought I would end up in Chicago because of that, but my dad would always let me pick out whatever play I wanted to go see, and I would always pick out this play called Sheer Madness. I think it's still running in Chicago, actually, but it's this audience participation, like murder mystery called Sheer Madness that takes place in this hair salon, which the hair salon was called Sheer Madness in the play, and somebody dies, and then you have to like solve the mystery. And I would like stand up and like I had to solve the mystery and stuff. I did. My dad, he still tells the story to this day. He's like, Peter would always be so excited, and he'd stand up in his little tie and jacket, because we would like go out to dinner and I would wear like a little tie and jacket, you know, because we'd go somewhere nice. It was so much fun. I think maybe next year for Christmas, if we can, Alex and I'll go up like that weekend to Chicago and go shopping and go out to dinner and stuff. I mean, God knows when we'll be able to stay in a hotel or travel again, but if we can, and we can afford it, maybe we'll do that. That was always a really fun time to be in Chicago, or to be in, you know, a big city. My dad is so funny. I didn't talk to him today. I've talked to him like yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when, but I'm trying to call them like every 2 or 3 days. My dad's he doesn't love talking on the phone. So his like threshold for time is probably like 10 minutes max talking on the phone. Then my stepmom, she'll talk on the phone. She's fun to talk to on the phone, but anyway. But like usually he puts me on speakerphone and then she's like screaming stuff in the background. So like he'll say, I'll be like, what are you guys having for dinner? And he'll say, we're grilling out steaks. We just got some steaks. And she'll say, and a salad. I'm making a salad. It's really good. It's your favorite. They're so funny. But like, every time I talk to them, like, I don't know if this is just like, well, my stepmom's not really that, but she's only 12 years older than me, you know, but like, I don't know what it is. It's like most of the people that I've talked to that are older are just kind of like, we've been through this kind of stuff before. Like, it's really not bothering them the whole much. You know, like my dad is like, I'm not going anywhere because I'm at highest risk group for being, you know, almost 80 years old. But he's like, other than that, no, like we're fine, you know, like, and they were running out of food. And then my stepmom went to the grocery store, but she wore like gloves, and my dad made her like this mask and everything like that. And so she went, and everything was fine, and they cleaned everything off when they brought it in, and but everything went really well, and they got a bunch of food, and but they had been door dashing like every single night, and I'm like, what are you guys door dashing? And my dad's like, everything from pizza to pasta to whatever. Somebody actually commented on my vlog, and they said, because yesterday I was really struggling, and they said that they thought it would be, I wish I could find the comment, but it's like way down there, I think. They said they thought it would be a good idea for Alex and I maybe to order something that we usually eat, you know, like just one of our local places, and maybe do carry out, which I haven't done, you know, I haven't. And the majority of our friends are doing carry out. I did talk to my dad about that, and he goes, I don't think food is really like, you don't have to worry about, you know, going out and getting food or anything like that. He was like, you should be pretty safe with that. But you know, that could change, who knows. But But somebody was like, maybe that would give you a sense of normalcy. And I thought, you know, like, that's really not a bad idea. Like, even like Cheesecake Factory, I don't even know if Cheesecake Factory is open, or like Puccini's, which is our favorite like pasta place, although I've had so much pasta the last couple of days. But maybe one day next week we'll do that, you know? I was like, that's not a bad idea, really, is maybe do carry out. And most of these places right now, like, you pay over the phone, and then they're walking it out. You pull up to the car. Have you guys seen this? It's like curbside service, but they don't even, like, hand it through the window. They, like, set it outside, and then they walk back inside, and then you, like, get out and get it. Like, that's what I've seen, like, pictures of on Facebook. Like, my friends have taken, like, pictures of it in places. One of my friends took a picture today of Puccini's and was like, not Puccini's. One of my friends took a picture. Now I'm craving Puccini's because their salad and their bread and everything is so good. One of my friends took a picture today of Chick-fil-A, and the line around Chick-fil-A, it was like, so they have two lines, and it was two lines, and it was almost like double wrapped around the car. Like, it was almost all the way wrapped around the store that it could possibly be. I thought, that is insanity. Like, that is so crazy. But can we just talk about Chick-fil-A for a second? So, well, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat Chick-fil-A anymore. And, because I try to be a good gay, and it's like, you know, back in the day they hated the gays. But can I just tell you that a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A with mayonnaise on it and those French fries is probably one of the best meals I've ever had in my entire life. And for breakfast back in the day, see, I'm gonna get real hungry, and then I'm gonna want to go and get breakfast. Breakfast back in the day, and I haven't gone to get anything, so I'm gonna start excusing it away. But back in the day, I used to go, like, Alex would get up and go to work, and then I would be up, and I would wake up, but I was gonna go back to sleep. So I would go to Chick-fil-A, and I would get 2 chicken breakfast biscuits with 2 hash browns. Their hash browns are like those hash round things, and they come in like a little box. Oh my God. And then I would come home and I would watch the match game in the morning, and with all of this ketchup and stuff. It was so delicious. Oh my God, it was so good. Anyway, listen, you guys, I'm gonna get off here now because I want to watch The Lion King. I don't want to see what they say, so I'm prepared for my live stream tomorrow. So anyway, if you guys are sitting around, you know, anything else to do, come over and participate in the Lion King. Participate in the Tiger King live stream discussion. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's at YouNow, and it's younow.com/Peter Monn. It's free. It's a free app if you want to download the app on your phone. It doesn't cost anything. Come check us out. All you have to do is search Peter Monn. Just Google search Peter Monn and YouNow, and it'll come up. Or you can go on you can just search out younow.com, or YouNow, and it'll pull it up. And then search Peter Monn once you get on there. It's cheap. You don't have to subscribe or anything. Like, you can subscribe. It's I think it's like $4.99 a month, and I get like 60% of that or 70% of that or something like that. But I mean, if you want to, you can, but I probably wouldn't because I hardly ever get on YouNow. I get on there like twice a month, and there's not really any reason to subscribe to it. So, I need to start getting on there more, actually. I keep on saying I'm going to, like, live stream. Like, I keep on thinking to myself when I get up, like, I'm going to live stream tonight. And then I just, like, I'm like the day goes on, and I'm just like, I'm totally not feeling it, you know? So anyway, but I am live streaming tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so come join us. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday, unless you have other plans. Oh, it's Easter. I totally forgot about it. Oh, I should have told some Easter stories. Well, tomorrow. Somebody remind me in the comment section and say, Peter, tell some Easter stories, and I'll tell some Easter stories tomorrow. I love Easter. I can't believe it's Easter. It seems so weird. I told Tanya that earlier on the phone. I said, I can't believe it's Easter. She's like, I know, I can't either. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday, and if you celebrate Easter, happy Easter to you. And I hope you are having a wonderful day with your family, or if you're at home alone or whatever, you know. There's a great, now, I know it's not like a Christian show, but it's a, you know, Easter bunny show, and it's Peter Cottontail with Ironside, who tries to take over his position as the official bunny of April Valley. It is my favorite, my favorite Easter like cartoon of life, and it's like an hour long, and it's on YouTube, so you can look it up on YouTube. It's called Peter Cottontail, and it's like claymation, you know. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday, an amazing Easter, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something exciting, whatever that may be. Start a new show, and start Schitt's Creek with me if you want. And do something that will make yourself proud of. Do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it. A day from now, a week from now, 2 days from now, a year from now, 60 years from now, 6 years from now. And 69 years from now. Oh, family friendly. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you do at least one daily positive affirmation, okay? And you say one good thing to yourself that you want to believe, or that you can believe. And I think for me, like the best one on a daily basis to hear is, today is going to be a great day. It really, really gives me hope for each and every day. So at least do that one, and then try some others, like, you know, you are a good person, and, you know, you deserve to be loved, and things like that. And you're beautiful, you are funny, you are handsome, you are talented, those kinds of things. You can add whatever you want to add. You're a good gardener, you know, you're a good poet. You're a good seamstress, you're a good songwriter, or whatever you want to write. Whatever you want to write, whatever you want to say. Anyway, and whatever you want to believe, you repeat it until you believe it. And most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody today and let them know how much they mean to you. And just say, hey, just listen, I was thinking of you and I just wanted you to know that you mean a lot to me and I appreciate you being in my life. Thank you, and I love you. You don't even have to say the I love you part if that makes you uncomfortable. And what else? Practice random acts of kindness, and what? Don't tell anyone. That's the most important part of that. And yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are having a happy Sunday and a happy Easter. I hope you're staying healthy, safe, and sane, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget the live stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.